A very good evening to one and all present. I am Sandeep Bansali from the team GIBS Business School, Bangalore. We all are connected as a part of GIBS IRE Talks. The IRE Talks forum brings together the inspirational speakers to deliver sessions on innovation, research, and entrepreneurship. Today's IRE topic is current trends in the field of digital marketing related to analytical science, a student's perspective. And the keynote speaker for this IIT talk is we have Dr. Kunal Saxena, who's an IIT and IIM alumni, digital marketing expert, data scientist, speaker at NASA and TEDx speaker. And first of all, I would like to thank you, Kunal sir, for accepting our invitation and be as a keynote speaker for that. So I would also love to welcome all the participants to this IRE talks on behalf of the entire GIBS family. Please allow me to share a few words before we begin. About GIBS. So Global Institute of Business Studies is a place where talents are nurtured, ambitions cherished, ideas shared, and dreams fulfilled. GIBS Business School is a part of Goel Educational Trust, which is an exclusive business school based in Bangalore. In GIBS, we offer PGDM program, which is an AICTE approved, and we do have a BBA program, which is affiliated to Bangalore University. We are also delighted to announce that recently GIBS has ranked 5th best emerging B school in India and 9th best B school for BBA placements by Times of India 2022. To prepare its students for success, GIBS designed the Industry 4.0 curriculum and introduced a number of unique programs for GIBS students such as Innovation, Research and Entrepreneurship Program, Finishing School, Sports Management Certification Program and the Business Mastery Program, etc. Today's topic, again I would repeat, it's current trends in the field of digital marketing and related to analytical science, a student's perspective. It's my honor to introduce Dr. Kunal Saxena. So Dr. Kunal Saxena is a digital marketing expert, data specialist and strategic marketing leader with over 14 years of rich experience in technology, IMFL and educational domain. He is currently involved in the project related to GPS and also contributing in the field of education. Kunal sir is a data specialist which involves extensive use of artificial intelligence, machine learning and sentimental analysis, for which he has presented various papers in the world's most prestigious institutions including the Harvard, Stanford and almost all the IIMs. He trains the professionals on digital marketing. Dr. Kunal is a global trotter and visited almost 72 countries as and when his work and projects has demanded. He has a great command over 34 languages. And as far as academic background is concerned, Sir is a topper in his second master's from IIM Calcutta, prior to which he has also done his MBA in marketing from Edwith Cowan University, Australia, and also completed his PhD in digital marketing from the same university. On the other hand, other than his professional life, he loves traveling. He's a great fan of automobiles, cars, well-renowned golfer and seventh board diver in swimming and a professional stage anchor. So it's my honor and privilege to welcome you, and our audience is really privileged to have you, sir. So
You, sir.
I request all the participants, in case if you have any question and answers or any doubts, any queries, you can put it in the Q&A section. We'll take it at the end of the session. Kunal sir, over to you. We are excited to hear from you, sir.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Sandeep. I hope I'm audible clearly to all.
Yes,
Right.
you're
Thank
audible, sir,
you.
very
Thank
much.
you very much. Just a small sound check. So, a very good evening to all the students, the audience who are here. My special gratitude to, I don't thank, I give my gratitude always. So, special gratitude to GIBS, Mr. Ritesh Goyal, and Mr. Pradeep, and Dr. Lakshmi, and Mr. Sandeep, and the other management members of GIBS for calling me here. I think this is the fifth episode I'm doing with GIBS. Continuous 5 years have been the relationship, which is building more stronger. Thank you very much. And as you were giving the introduction about GIBS, yes, it deserves all the applause and the kind of ranking it has got in the Indian forum, because the kind of students GIBS raises in terms of the corporate world, the kind of ecosystem they provide inside their educational system is very difficult, but they have done it very well. I have all my respect for the management, the faculties, and the teachers over there for taking it up to ace level, not even a good level, an ace level. So, my today's topic, which is current trends in the field of digital marketing related to analytical science. Why I say analytical science, why I talk about digital marketing, and why current trends, because digital marketing became very famous during pandemic because we had nothing else rather than to go digital. That's one of the easiest way for saying why people became digital is because one, we need to survive, second, we need to communicate, and third, we need to know what is going around. So that is where the digital world became much more easily accessible to outside people or inside people at that point of time, because you can come to know what is happening outside. But since the fever of pandemic and the trend of pandemic and the fear of pandemic is going down, digital is taking a new shape. Marketing is just one way of talking about it. But in terms of digital, if you say today we breathe digital, we eat digital, we sleep digital, we grow digital, we study digital, we play digital, we plan digital, and one day, I mean, God forbid to say, we'll die also digital. So this is how the digital family is making its presence with today's world. Uh, when we talk about latest trends, now I'll take you through something which is very interesting. You guys will see the change. I have brought in a couple of videos. If time permits, we're going to have a look at that as well. So, in terms of digital marketing, in terms of the latest trends, before we go forward, I have a small disclaimer. This PPT is designed as per my observations. It might feel vague to some of you because it might not relate with your knowledge. None of the data is stolen or hacked from any other sources. It is complete my research. And if you have raised, as he has already told, if you have any questions, kindly raise it at the end. And I'm still a learner. Excuse me if I make any mistakes. And don't forget to say a hi on social media because yes, we talk about social and digital every day now and then. Now coming to the topic, why we say digital and what are the reasons for going digital. As I said, we breathe digital, we eat digital, we sleep digital. Today, we are surrounded by digital equipments. We live in a digital world more than communicating with people through a physical sense. Because of Corona, or not because of Corona, doesn't mean here, but we live a digital life more frequent. Our mobile phones, our tablets, our desktop, our laptop, or our smart televisions at home has made us to breathe in this ecosystem much more than our normal ecosystem. If you think from, just take an example of when you get up in the morning till you go back to sleep in the night, one functional day of your life. Okay, I'm not talking about 24 hours complete, but I talk about leaving the sleeping 8 hours, but I'll bring that also into picture. Leaving that 8 hours of sleep, let's talk about the remaining hours what we have in hand. I think we have about if you remove 8 from 24, we have about how many hours? 14 hours or 16 hours in hand. 16 hours we have in hand. Now, in that 16 hours, what do we do digitally? One, if we are office going person or a professional, we do meetings digitally. If something goes off in our house, let's say we don't have supplies or we don't have any kind of food materials at home, or if we don't have any kind of need-based items at home, we order through Zepto, or we order through Swiggy, or we order through Zomato. Food, as I said, gave an example. Paying bills, digital. Banking, phone pay, Google Pay. So where are we living a normal life? We are living a digital life. Children at home go through digital classes. If they go to school, then also they come and join online classes, which is a Oda class or a Byju's or a Vedantu, in terms of making their education go faster and better. Smart content that is also available digital, let's say the OTT platforms. So we are not living a normal life or a traditional life, what we are living. We are living a normal digital life. And who is taking the advantage? So I give you an example of our 16 hours of routine day work, wherein even if you go to a fuel station, you don't have to pay currency these days. That's the maximum scenario. Even beggars, even cobblers, even let's say the vegetable hawkers, what do? They have a scan code available on their cart, and they say, please pay us through this. If you don't have change, they will not demand change. They'll say pay, do Paytm or Google Pay. So where are we heading and why are we heading over there? Where are we heading? We know we'll not debate much more over it. There are much more motivational speakers in the market. But the question here is, why are we heading? Because one, there is a problem. And second, we need to find a solution. Now, if you look at my slide on the screen, Today's problem is we want easy solutions. That's the biggest problem. We don't know the problem, but we want easy solutions. How do we find it out? Let's take an example of a company called Zepto. What do? They deliver you things within 10 to 15 minutes in within your pin code area. Just download the Zepto app, find out the daily utility things, or a Blinkit app, which was earlier Grofers. Find out the daily utility things. Sugar is not there, vegetable is not there, or oil is not there at home, spices are not there at home, food is not there at home, bread is not there at home, anything. Just see how the micro marketing is happening, the micro thinking of these companies are happening in terms of finding out a problem. Say, for example, baby diapers are not there. Just look at the thought process. They bring it onto advertisements. Baby diaper is not there. Just blink it. Who is making them think? We. It is whose problem? Ours. And who is finding out a solution on our money? They. So they find out solution on our money. They deliver products to us by taking money from us. They give us products of our requirements, but it has become a problem. That is how they're giving a solution. And that is how digital ecosystem is growing faster. Even an auto, even a cycle, even a Yulu, everything can be paid digital, move digital, part digital, seen digital. You can feel everything digital. Just look at virtual environment, 360 degree. That's digital. Today, a product which is to be launched in India, say suppose a company says I'm going to launch a mobile phone on 1st of September in India. But the unboxing of that mobile phone has already been done on YouTube digitally on a different country from a different YouTuber. So what is the privacy here? Nothing. That's the negative part of it. We'll come to it. So in terms of digital, be it communication, be it community, be it payments, be it search, be it any kind of marketing, supply and demand, everything comes under digital. And these are not any new companies. These are the old companies who have extended their one more wing, which we call it as the digital marketing wing. Amazon started it, Swiggy continued it. Zepto is taking the legacy forward, and I don't know how many more companies are going to come in, wherein even to buy a matchstick also, you don't have to step out of your house, it will come to you. And this is how the world is becoming small, but the digital ecosystem is becoming bigger. But why do we do this? We do this because everything is available on the social media. Today, we know each other through social media. For example, if you want to know who's the speaker for today's program, or I want to know wherever I want to go, just type the name in LinkedIn or Facebook or what do you say, Insta. You see the person before seeing him, you know who the person is, how he looks like. So today is a time where we meet each other digitally first and physically later, where we know about each other digitally first and physically later. So how social media plays a role. Suppose I want to search something. Where am I going to go? I'll go to Google. No, Google has become secondary. I'll go to these platforms because companies are coming out of the Googling world and they're coming to the more specific search requirements. Today, if you want to buy an apparel, you'll not search through Google. If you want to buy an apparel, a t-shirt, a jeans, anything, you'll go to either Myntra or Ajio or Flipkart or Amazon, where you find offers. So Googling is secondary. Toggling is primary. And I call this as a toggling world because we toggle between sites. We toggle between options. We toggle between apps. We check a product on Facebook. We check a product on Flipkart. The moment we see it, we find the price, immediately we go to Amazon. And we do what? Comparison. That is how we examine. So today the digital examinations are happening minute to minute, second to second, and companies are taking more advantage out of it. Why? Because once you reveal a price, the other one will definitely reduce the price. So there is a digital warfare also happening. Today, before today, every medium was a paid medium because we were living in an internet world. Internet world was a website-based world, wherein people used to go find out things through website, search, e-commerce trade used to happen earlier companies like eBay kind of a market, wherein people just go browse about it, find about it through websites. Then they used to search. Then they used to find out something on mobile because mobiles were also not that effective. Those days we had touchpad phones with 3G connectivity or GPRS connections. But that was efficient then also. Then people used to make ads over companies like Sulekha, Quicker, or earlier OLX, where people used to find out as one sort solution, but these have also become secondary. Paid applications used to come where I used to spend heavy money in terms of bringing myself online. But after that, what came? After them, social media. After them, Facebook came, Orkut died, but Facebook came, then Insta came, then, WhatsApp became the normal messenger, normal messages platform became secondary and older. But why are we doing this? I can give you a lot of, boring stuff, talk about all this, but why are we doing this? We're doing this because the customer wants us to be available here. It's a customer's world, not the seller's world. The seller is finding out where the customer is. The seller is trying to find out where can I find the maximum crowd sitting in which portal or what kind of an environment. I'll go there. So it's not like earlier where the customer used to find the seller and go and buy stuff through a website, but it's different now. The sellers are trying and they're doing heavy researchers, heavy research, heavy projects, heavy kind of, PPC, pay-per-click or search engine optimization is going on at the background in order to understand where is my target customer sitting right now and what are they searching. Word of mouth is again an old way, but today it is digital word of mouth. What is digital word of mouth? Ratings and reviews, where I leave it and I go off and let anybody read it and then make an opinion whether to buy a phone or an appliance or a cloth or anything. But that plays a vital role later. But how are we getting accustomed to it? How are we trying to find out a solution to it? We make forums. And the forum is what? Nothing but a community. What kind of community? Just go to Facebook and you see pet adoption community, used car community, dharmic community, food donors community, blood donors community. So that where like-minded people come and they do a similar kind of job where they don't know each other also, but still they are doing. So that becomes an earned medium where the payment part is secondary, but the effectiveness of that is mandatory. Let's take an example of a company called Dunzo. What is that chap doing? You miss something at home or you miss something where, or somebody cannot come to give you something. There was a problem in the market. This company found a solution. And just to give you your own stuff, you have to pay for it. Need be. See, this is a need-based mechanism wherein customer is becoming lazy and companies are becoming crazy. How the customer is becoming lazy? Because the company has given a crazy offer. Go to Zomato. Before you do your payment, you have n number of coupon codes available. Why? It will not affect the company much, but it will affect you much. Because what happens is if the bill comes 500 and you put a coupon code of say Zomato Gold 500 and it gives you a 50 rupees discount, you will say, okay, my traveling cost has gone down. My fatigue has gone down. I don't have to drive. My petrol is saved. Rather, I've saved 50 rupees and the same food is coming to me. Good. But have you ever calculated the per capita cost of that food? In that restaurant, only what price it is being sold at, it is doubled the price. Then how have you saved money? Rather, you paid 100 rupees more in terms of their kitty, in terms of saying, I saved 50, but he earned 100. That is where the news, PR, and announcements are making you, crazy in front of your eyes. There is a magician's game, nothing but just making people, kind of hypnotized. There's nothing new. Any and everybody who gives you a cashback or an offer or any kind of digitized benefit is doing nothing but giving you back 1.00001% of your money only, which doesn't make any difference. But to them, it makes a hell lot of difference because they have earned quite a lot of money from you. So there are many, and on top of it, we have one more saints. I call them saints, don't mind me saying this. These are called the bloggers and the vloggers. Oh my God. They speak more than the company owner also about the product. They know more than the developer also about that product. If it is a car, they will take you from the thread of the tire till the steering, tell you everything. Good or bad, figure it out yourself. But this guy has done his job by blabbering anything and everything about it. So in the digital ecosystem, see how the benefit happens. Just take a simple example before I go to the next point. First, you placed an order on Flipkart, any product of your choice. The ticket went to the company. The company parked it to the warehouse. The warehouse parked it to the finance team. The finance team parked it to the logistics team. The logistic teams got the product to your house. Each of these companies are not related to each other, but the business still happened and you got your product. You don't know the company doesn't know, the finance guy doesn't know you, the bank doesn't know anybody, the logistics guy doesn't know anybody, but the business is happening. Ultimately, the money is deducted and the product has come. So why are we doing this? So we are coming in a owned medium where companies are coming out with offers. They are giving you good benefits. They are making you see what digital marketing can do for you. Customer service is there. They will listen to you. They'll give you some kind of solution. And the best solution is give the customer his money back. So customer is also happy. Company is also happy, no negative reviews, no negative this thing. It is not saving for you, it is saving for them. Why? Because you have not spoiled the market. This was just a kind of a donation back to you. Companies are very clever in the digital world, let me tell you, because one, they don't have the shop investment. Second, they don't have the, what do you call this, shop employees investment. Second, they don't have any kind of bondage related to the rent. Third, they don't have anything bondage related to the GST on the shop with the rent. How much money are they saving? If they have given one customer his complete money back, is no loss to them. They have saved a lot already because of your purchase to them, and it is great. So, with digital marketing in today's time, paid, earned, and owned mediums all put together have become very strong. Simple example, banks. The SMSs, what they used to send, more than that, they have started sending you WhatsApp, credit card, WhatsApp, mutual fund, WhatsApp, SIP, WhatsApp, new bank opening account, WhatsApp, new checkbook request, WhatsApp, bank balance checking inquiry, WhatsApp. So you have an app also, digitally you are checking and everything available through WhatsApp. Then why go online on a website? Another example, I have examples to show you with the help of videos I'll show. Now, some companies are there who are doing it right. Now, who is doing it right? I mean, I just give you examples of many, many, many companies all put together. But let's talk about, one particular company. This company is doing it very well. You know why I talk about this company? I'm not talking about their marketing strategy. I'm not talking about their product delivery. I'm not talking about how best they are in terms of their desktop, laptop, or whatever device. But what did they do? Please read this carefully. With the help of Twitter alone, with the help of social media, they made 6.5 million. And when they came on social media, they made 15.5 million. Now, why? They didn't change their product. They didn't change the strategy for the product. They didn't change the, customization of the product. But what did they change? They found out where their customer is sitting. So customer is not alone on Twitter, but on the other social media platforms also. Dell went there. Dell started marketing over there. Dell went to LinkedIn to approach all the corporate clients. Dell went to Instagram to approach all the students. Dell went to Facebook to approach all the household or small business owners, because each and every portal has a community everywhere sitting where the interested person would be, and look at the kind of money they made. Social media marketing is one of the cheapest in the market, and look at the revenue they made. One is this, not only this, I don't think I have to give you an explanation about this platform. This is the Jaguar platform of all the OTTs. It started with 1,000 rupees subscription, but today in India, it is available at a Geo recharge price, which is 149 for 1 month. You can use it on your mobile and later and watch the latest OTT platform. So what did they do? They didn't slash the price. Don't look at that. They increased their customer platform. They increased their customer reach. Earlier, only those people were coming to this platform who could afford it. Now everybody comes on this platform because it is affordable. So Indian customer, basically Asian customer, goes to those platforms where the comfortability of price is there, and digital is making it good for you. Why? Because these guys did not invest on their product. They invested on their subscribers. Just look at in 2020, how many subscribers they have all across the planet. And if they are earning net profit per month, I'm just saying net profit per month as $1 per person. Imagine how much money in terms of net price they are earning. With the help of, why I say students' perspective, why I say analysis, just look at this. You don't have to go for any analytical tool, what they are doing here. Companies like Starbucks. No, I am not telling you that they came to India to sell coffee, but they came to India to find out what people have in their mind as an idea. Give me your idea, I'll fund you. They came with this initiative, Tata starting with this initiative saying, you have a good idea, share it with me, I'll fund you. But ultimately, they funded people. But what did they get, They got how many ideas? Just look at the screen. And any established businessman with the help of social media can start with all these ideas as basics. Just take an example, Shark Tank in India. What did they do? They were just sitting over there to analyze that which company has a potential in order to start its operation. Forget the word startup. And they invested their money. So black became white. Tensions are all gone. Your money is parked well, and there is somebody else who is earning for you, and you are sitting quietly and making more money out of your money. Started because of whom? Started because of all these social media and digital media platforms. Earlier, when social media came, what used to happen with the help of a normal, TV ad or a newspaper or an internet advertisement ad? It's a different world. Internet and digital are different worlds. So with what used to happen, one person used to tell to the other used to tell to the other, and other used to tell to the other. I'll just give you an example of this. Can I play a video if you guys don't mind?
Yes, sir, you can.
Hope you can hear the audio also.
Audio is fine, sir.
Right, thank you.
Step by step, we're going to figure this out, and we're going to find a way through this.
We're working really, really hard in the hospitals, our nurses, our techs, all the docs.
It's about staggering when people get it so that the hospitals can cope.
We're going to go through an awful lot of these.
All across Puget Sound, people have been stepping up and donating personal protective equipment.
We stay at work.
Who are you? You stay at home for us.
Just know we're all with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, doctors and nurses.
Now, the reason why I played this video is I was talking about before when social media came in, what used to happen. There was a very small way of communication. But this video which I shown you, when it came onto the social media, it had about 65 billion views in just 48 hours. People from all across the world are watching this. You stay at home for us. No, it's just about one country, but the message is for all the countries. The way it has been portrayed, the way things are happening, it went in everybody's brain and people understood that we stay at home, we stay safe, we go out, nobody stays safe. So why are we, I'm not talking about the message of this video, but I'm talking about why it has been communicated like this. Why people have to show you hospitals, why they have to show you actual things, so that you know what is the actual thing behind it. It's not a television thing where they blur the face or blur the event and show you half of it. But here reality exists. That's one benefit, and that is where analytical science is very much involved here, is because today, once social media came in, once we came through all these mediums called YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, the kind of message it went in a multiplexing way. And it went at the same time. You just have to leave your message and stay and let it stay over there. It will communicate on its own. You don't have to do it like television or radio or newspaper time and again, time and again, time and again. People come onto your channel for getting information. You get more views. Views is just to make you understand that it has reached to so many people. Subscribers is just to make you understand that this many people have shown interest in your particular thought process, not in your product. They have not shown interest in your company, but they have shown interest in you. And today's social media is different. Why it is different? I'll just give you another example. Now, this is a very smart way of playing online. We care about you. We don't care which product you use, but why are you portraying your product on the top and in the end just bringing a logo and saying, take care, be safe, watch to care. This is why social media became famous. This is why social media is required in today's date, because people don't communicate here directly, they communicate here indirectly, and the message is very powerful. It is so powerful that we take an attempt to find out more. It creates a curiosity. It's like a trailer of a movie. Also, it is having a better reach, which was never like before. I can, market my product to anybody sitting in Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Nepal, Bhutan. I'm not taking Pakistan as a name because not allowed, but any and everywhere, even Pakistani people also follow us because they find things better here. The kind of education, the kind of products, the kind of services, the kind of nurturing of data we do at India, I think no other country has the capacity of doing it because we do it at an economical cost, being the labor cost, but we do it at the best. So we are on par with America in terms of analytical skills, but the cost is Indian. That is why FDI comes to our country. That is why people invest more in this country, because we embrace our customers with better services. We embrace our customers with better kind of opportunities. Just look at any customer servicing agency, be it Amazon, be it Northern Trust, be it Ernst & Young, be it, Kopalamba or Moody's Analytics or Wells Fargo. All these big MNCs in this country are doing nothing but servicing their foreign clients. Because we embrace a customer well. We deliver things very good. And on top of it, the price is paid to us as an Indian, but the services which is taken from us is an FDI. So we are an investment as a labor for foreign countries, but the price paid to us is back in our Indian rupees. So this is an advantage or disadvantage. I leave it to you to think, but digitally it has become better. Digitally it has become faster. Things are growing because businesses know how to implement social media these days. If you want to have a good business, if you have the need-based analysis in terms of raising your business digitally, I'm talking about, then you need to establish a goal. What will be that goal be? I'm not talking about profits here, sorry. I'm not talking here about getting more customers, sorry. I'm talking about communicating with these people in the first attempt. That is very important. And how do you do digitally, a kind of a communication? I have got an example here for you guys that see an established company in this country, after getting established, also how they are taking the advantage of establishing goals with the help of social media.
Hello children, we are all up against a crisis. But if you look at history, human willpower has always come out victorious because we have this unique gift of adapting and, more importantly, learning. I'm proud that as a nation, we are doing our best. But we don't want your learning to stop. And that's why at BYJU'S, we have made our learning app free. Additionally, our teachers are coming together to take live classes 3-4 times a week. To attend these free classes, you can just download the BYJU'S app. Stay safe and keep learning.
Now, why we need to listen to this? What is he trying to do? He just gave an example. Download the BYJU'S app for free. That's all. After that, what? What are you going to do with the app? This is just a digital media promotion to just find out the first step, download my app. After that, you're not going to sit idle with that app, right? You need to do something with that app. So it's very simple, like Microsoft, Bill Gates told in the year 2008, I'm not worried about the piracy of my Windows because I have made all my softwares expensive. So I'll take the money out there. If you download Windows without softwares, what are you going to do with the Windows? So he made other softwares expensive because Windows became pirated. So this is one strategy. Digitally, you can plan anything. You can do directly, you can do indirectly. Indirect has a better message. Direct also has a kind of a message, but people's choices are different. Today, we have to look at specific businesses, goals and objectives, and find out a cause. If you don't have a cause, then create one for you. Unless and until you don't create a cause, you can't make money, boss, because you're not identifying a problem. Look at any company in this world. Established company, establishing company, or a startup company. All are rising because of some causes. It's not a hospital. Even hospital is finding a cause to rise themselves much more better. What they can do, COVID is over now, next what? So today, you can market from a pin to a part of a plane digitally. But is it solving a problem is what you need to understand. The analytics, what I say in my topic is just to find out where your customer with the problem is sitting. Look at Lenskart. Same prices online, same prices offline. Same products available online, same thing available offline. Rather, everywhere the same store, everywhere the same kind of philosophy, but still survive. Looking at this business, other spectacle businesses had to lower down their margins because people are not going to buy a Oakley or a Tommy Hilfiger or anything. People are interested in buying a Vincent Chase or a John Jacob, which we never heard before. But they became a brand because of Lenskart. Today, Kurkure is not sold. Bingo is sold because Bingo comes online. Kurkure doesn't come online. Lay's has a market on a historical value. It doesn't come online. It will lose its market very soon. So you need to come digital, either to talk, either to educate, either to, show a cause. If you don't have a cause, then create all three for you. All motivational speakers have started coming in ad videos rather than own videos. Be it making money, be it spending money, be it investing money, be it growing rich, or be it growing any kind of a sadhu baba, I don't know. But they come in middle of an ad. People are not watching their ads because they have become multiple in numbers. So you need to have your USP also. You need to be unique. But to become unique, you need to be first. You need to launch your product or service in such a way that people start imagining that industry through your name. Let's say, for an example, if I say I want to get into autonomous college, reputed college in Bangalore, and I want to do my BBA or my PGDM, what name should come in my mind? It should be GIBS. Yes, of course, because they created a cause, and that cause is education. How they are serving that cause? By educating. How it is becoming better? By bringing in value to the program. How the value is being created? By making it understand to the child in such a way that the company absorbs the student as a well-placed candidate and the job is done. So from the input to the output, if you have a proper equilibrium, the equation is balanced, then things go live very well. And digital gives you the platform for that. Another thing, which maximum people, kind of forget, or maximum people don't think about, listening to the customer, listening to the trend, listening to the wavelength, or listening to your competitors' moves. Reason, just look at one simple thing. I'll not talk much on this. You know it much better than me. If a sale comes on Flipkart, immediately a similar sale with a different name comes on Amazon. Why they are doing it? Both the companies don't do anything. They bring it back to the MRP and slash the price and bring it back to the same price what they were offering 4 days back. Rather, it is much more expensive than what they were giving 4 days back. But this is an offer. Freedom sale, Ganesha sale, Dashara sale, Diwali sale, Christmas sale, Thanksgiving sale, Independence Day sale, Republic Day sale, I don't know. But the customer is having a sale or not having a sale will still buy a product because these companies are listening to the customer. Just take example of a colossal kajal, Lakme colossal kajal. I don't think you need a sale for buying this product. It's a need-based commodity in the feminine segment. But if there is an offer, they'll buy two. If there is no offer, they'll buy one. They have studied that also. And these are men who study this. Just look at this. Imagine the kind of market penetrations happening. Every researcher in the market has gone to the micro level digitally to understand what the customer wants. Geo recharge, Chai Point Chai, availability of, there is an app called Sold Store, which is giving all those cartoon printed, Avenger printed t-shirts. Their customer base is from 6 to 60. I'm surprised. 6 to 60. Look at this. That means this company became famous not because of this company's name. They became famous because of Avengers. They became famous because of this Marvel cartoon things which comes printed on the screen. So from an age of 60 to 60, that means people like it. They studied the market very well, brought it onto a product and started selling it. Oh my God. So you need to do all this analytical science study. Unless and until you don't do this, you are not in the competition at all. So sorry. Just look at Coke, Pepsi. They have also started giving their offers digitally. They are not giving it directly, they're giving indirectly, but they have to survive in the market, they're doing it digitally. Any movie which comes in, you book the ticket through Book My Show, but the trailer comes on YouTube. And the link of YouTube is given through Facebook and Insta for you. A movie song which is about to be launched comes with a small portion of it, a 30-second or a 45-second on Insta. And within the next day, it says 45 million views recorded within 2 days. Why? Because these companies are listening to the customers. They're finding out the wavelength that if you're listening the song, out of 1,000 people listening the song, at least 10 people will go and watch the movie. This is how the analytics works here. I take 1%, 0.1% of the market. And this is just testing. Let's see what happens after testing. You need to learn about your audience. Because who are they? Where are they? What is their personality like? What do they consume? How much they consume if it is a product? And how to engage them? You need to study all this. And digital helps you to do that. It helps you to go to your enemy territory and find out what they are doing and come back, and same it does with your enemy also to come to your territory. So they are making money from everybody. You also, your enemy also, and for them also, and their enemy, you also. So it's an intelligent world. And you need to follow the tips and tricks. If you don't do this, then I'm very sorry, you are not following it like this.
किसी भी साबुन से हाथ धोइए. Just do it.
Now, I just shown you an ad few minutes before, and that was of Dove. The day the Dove ad came, just after 3 days, Dettol came up with this ad. That means what is Dettol doing? Dettol is listening to the customer. Dettol is listening to the trend. Dettol is finding out what the competitor is doing, the last point. And finally, they are analyzing this. See, the story is simple, boss. You have to wash your hand, that's all. I think in the last 2 years, how much we washed our hands is not we washed in whole life of ours. But this became a cause. Washing and hand became a cause, buying a soap becoming a cause. And after that, the spending becoming a cause, and the price of this product going up, and we're still buying becoming a cause. That means companies are studying what we can't even think of. Going ahead, building a new fraction. Now, how do we build a new fraction? We build a new fraction by choosing the right channel. I have given all the channels in the world. It took a lot of effort to get this image. It is a paid image though. So, all the companies, all the mediums, all the final channels, everything came online. Those who were big companies also like Walmart, IKEA, they came online. Ambani's had to come online with Reliance because they know the whole world is moving online. Even a rickshawala is online today. A beggar is online today. You believe it or not, even a vegetable hawker is sitting online today. Because they know the customer is sitting online, so we also have to sit online. Reason being,
जब लाइफ फेंके गूगली तो आप भी जीने का अंदाज बदल दो. चूल्हा जलाने, बेलन चलाने का रिवाज बदल दो. तड़का लगाने, खाना बनाने की बात बदल दो. घर की मुर्गी इंस्टाग्राम बराबर. अंडे का पूरा फंडा ही बदल दो. मछली जल की रानी है को थोड़ा सा और इंटरेस्टिंग बना दो. दरवाजे चाहे बंद रखो पर दिल खोल दो. घर बैठे लॉकडाउन की बात बदल दो. Delicious. घर बैठे बात बदल दो. Stay safe, eat safe.
No, my apologies for the vegetarians in the crowd, but this is how we need to analyze. This is how we need to build a new fraction. The analytics behind this video, if you ask any and everybody from Licious, they took at least 4 months to come up with this kind of a scenario, shooting live scenes. These are nobody but the employees of Licious who have shot the videos at their home and then collated it and brought it online. Just see, I think it all happened in our houses also during the lockdown period. And who took the advantage? Companies like this. Because again, I will come back to my same point. Who are they? Where are they? What is the personality like? How much they consume? And how will they get engaged? So, these are certain things which we need to do. We need to set our home base correct, because unless and until we don't use these channels with a proper fraction, with proper usage, with proper analytics, with proper study, we are not able to engage and drive the traffic. How will this happen? This will happen if you engage the people properly. If you know how to do, when to do, and where to do the kind of promotions you want. If you know how to engage the right team of people, and also at the same time build the team which you have in such a way that they understand everything in the same synchronization. That is where passion is must, understanding is must, analytics is must, knowledge is must, and before this, interest is must. So if you have interest, then only look into this, because unless and until you don't participate, unless and until you don't get your hands dirty in this field of analytics, you'll not be able to connect with people. Connecting is very important, because be the conduit between your audience and your valuable content and resources. Then only you will be able to deliver what your person wants. I have shown you these videos. Look at the study behind this. Why to attract people? See, it's all about you. Licious, you're going to consume, Hands, you're going to watch, Baiju, you're going to study. But why are they coming up to this level? Because they know, unless and until you don't have proper relevance with things, you are not going to add value to your audience. So your audience will come forward only when there is proper relevance and value for money and engagement happening. Because if you are not in that field, then you are in this field, a spam field where people will just put you in your trash box and one day they'll press the delete button. So come out of this if you're already there, and try not to go there if you're not there, because these channels, though they are few in number, but they can help you a lot. They can help you with a lot of tools and applications. They can help you with a lot of measurement techniques. They can help you to understand the reach of the customer, the frequency, the sentiment analysis. I have done a lot of study on sentiment analysis. If given a chance, I'll talk about again that sustainability part of it, transactions and conversations, because a lot of conversations happen before transaction also. A lot of conversations happen after transactions of money included in this specifically. So, just look at the companies like Alexa or YouTube Inside or Inside Facebook. What are they trying to do? They're trying to give you a kind of a market where you can study things. Though they come at a cost, but they give you everything where you can recover cost by selling your product faster, by making it easily reachable to the people, and also at the same time giving you value for money. So I always have a habit of leaving a quote. Just read it. This is specifically designed by me. But I do believe instead of taking bigger moves, rapidly, just try to take small moves slowly, and then one major shift will happen with you one day, because bit by bit you will understand, but bite by bite you will get bitten up. So that is what I believe. Thank you very much for listening to me. If you have any questions, guys, it will be great to listen from you. And I hope you like the presentation. It was not boring.
Indeed, it was very informative, Kunal sir, I must say that. Because as you rightly said, we eat digital, we sleep digital, we live digital now. So again, as we are again fortunate that we are connected also digitally. So that's been a part and parcel of this today's session. And but I must say that there was a lot of information which was relevant to our audience as well. I'm sure they had taken the full of advantages. We have few of the questions which we'll just take up, sir, quickly. There's one question which has been asked by Pavitran. He says, hello sir, my question is, if we search some product on Google, the same or similar products appears in all places like Amazon, Flipkart, whether they are watching our activity?
Yes, that's a very intelligent question. They are not watching your activity, they are watching you. And don't be under an impression that you follow the products, rather the company of these products and services, they follow you. Once by mistake have you clicked anywhere, it will follow you. I was giving a lecture in Harvard once. That was about 8 years back. And there one student from Nigeria asked me a question. He said, sir, I Googled a shoe and the shoe was Googling me back. Is it right? Same is the question what this gentleman has asked. So I said, yes. it is you only who leaves your footprint behind and these companies follow you. So yes, these companies have all the rights of following you because we have a habit of not reading. We just click next, 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 next for everything and give them a permission to follow us. Yes, they do follow.
Amazing. I think Pavitran have got his answer, sir. Next is Zubin asked, what is IRE Talks? Zubin, this is just for your information. IRE Talks is a forum where we bring a lot of speakers on board. Like we have Kunal sir, who's an SME of digital marketing, subject matter expert of the digital marketing. So we have a lot of such speakers coming on board and sharing their thoughts and knowledge with all the audience. So moving ahead, the next question is asked by Sanam. How would an analytics course help digital marketing professionals advance in their careers?
Okay, see, Sana, it's like you buy a bike and without a fuel you can't run, or you buy a vehicle and without fuel you can't run, or if it is an electrical vehicle without charge you can't run. So analytics is always the fuel behind the machinery of digital marketing to work. Data is something which we work upon, and you might have heard people saying data is the new fuel. So, we burn our tools and techniques on data. And analytics is something which is the thought process for the next 25 years minimum. Because if people want to survive, if they want to know about things, if, say, for example, IRE Talks, this forum where we are here, why is this reputed institution doing this? They don't get a dream for doing it. They don't get a gospel astrology priest saying that do it and it will happen good for you. No, they have analyzed the market. They see the data wherein all young enthusiasts like you want to get knowledge about any topic, not be mine. I am not a great speaker, but not be mine, but anything. And then they do it for whose benefit? The student community benefit, where they park this information which you can carry forward. So this is one example. Second, companies collect a lot of data through manual, through digital, or through secondary sources, wherein important decisions can be taken. Of course, on assumption only, nothing is perfect here. Everything is assumption based, everything is observation based. But still, if you don't take a call now, then you can never take a call again. So a call delayed is a call denied, is what we say in the corporate world. So yes, it is very much related. And if you want to do a course, please do it on data analytics or business analytics along with digital marketing. I am assured that your complete life of work will be well taken care of, because this is the need of the hour for the next 25 years.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for that. Sanam, I think you've got the answer. So the next question is being asked by Rahul Reddy. He says, even all companies and social responsibilities change from past 2 years, which keep the company's standards and values go for a long run. I think this is not the question where he is also putting his point of view, I believe. So
great, we have motivators here also.
So we'll go for the next question. So Punima K says, how long do you think that digital world would be in trend?
Okay, as long as we live and as long as we are crazy and lazy, digital world will remain.
Absolutely, sir. Very well said. As long as we are crazy and the lazy, things has to be on digital. So moving ahead, the next question is asked by Parv Upadhyay. Sir, digital marketing is a huge platform to the business people, where a lot of buyers and sellers will join and can use markets. Still, a lot of digital marketing gets failed. Can you tell me why?
See, it's all about spontaneity, and it's all about the choices of people. There is no rule book saying that you have to be digital, or there is no rule book saying that if you're not digital, you're doing a crime. So it is all up to your choices how you want to bring it up, because what happens is digital gives you one thing for surety, is publicity at a shorter span of time. But it does involve some investment to some extent, but that people are able enough and to pay for it. But the best part is that you are noticed online. So it's very simple. I'll give you an answer for this. If you go to a spot and click a good picture of yours and post it on Facebook and Insta, what you see is comments and likes, and that is the reason why people come online.
Absolutely. Very, very true, sir. Absolutely. So Iman Aslam asks, what is the maximum extent of data I can collect as a company?
No, it depends how big your company is.
Absolutely, sir.
See, it
Great.
depends. Data is something which doesn't require a storage space. Data is something which you need to analyze something better for your future prospects to grow. So it's not like that data you get today and tomorrow it is of no use. Rather, the older the data, the better it is because it helps you to function faster, better, and healthier. Wherein decision comes much more, spontaneous. So that is where you can store as much data as you want, boss, unless and until you're not stealing it. That's all.
That's great, sir. Sir, there's a student by name Tumala Sikandar, I believe. So he says at the end of the day, digital marketing is a boon or a ban.
It is both. It's a boon also, it's a bane also. Boon for those who wants to do good things, bane for those who wants to do naughty and notorious things. Because there is no barrier for this to stop. Rather, it has come up to a level where there is no look back. You have to continue doing what you are doing. And at certain level, you need to start to learn, ignore things. Because certain things will come onto your way which you'll not like. You can't remove them also. Please ignore them. Learn this art of ignoring because there are many people who are not liking your online activities because you're doing good, or you might be not doing good for the others. But you need to learn the act of ignoring, is what I'm saying. It's boon and bane both, whichever way you look at it.
Absolutely. Dr. Menka asked, by the way, sir, it's a great session. And my question is, what is the scope of digital marketing after a decade?
I think the question will remain the same after 1 decade also. Because the scope is increasing, madam, and also it is not because of the science itself, it's just because of the people involved in it. Till the time people have interest in this, it will evolve. Then if you stop looking at it, something else comes in, it will stop growing because every technology evolves not because of itself, because of the interest of people in that technology. So I believe if you have, whims and fancies to be associated with digital, it will grow. If you don't have, then it will stop. So after a decade also, I see, if you ask me a decade, it is going to go more intense, much more developed. It will go much more better to a greater height. It will create its own benchmark, which will be tough to gain. But yes, it will be good for all, is what I can say.
Great. So we'll take one last question, sir. So again, it's Rahul Reddy. He says, actually, mothers in India prefer to purchase vegetable or groceries by sensing and touching it. So how can I target the people by using digital? That's what. How can I target the people by using the digital mode?
Okay, sir. So I have a very interesting answer for you. You are definitely right. The mothers love to touch and feel and buy it. But these are the mothers of people of your and my age. These are not the mothers of today's young children. These mothers don't love to touch and feel anything, rather to get any and everything, have a feel after purchasing it and then refunding it. So it's a different world. It's not because of mother's choice, let me tell you, it is because of the generation gap. Had it been a facility available those days, I don't think those mothers also would have gone with this. But definitely, we have a thought process in India. We love to touch and feel and then buy, but this is slowly fading out.
Great, great, sir. Thank you so much. But I would like to first of all apologize a lot of participants because a lot of questions were there which because of the short of time we could not take it. And sir, Kunal sir, this is for you. There are more than about 70 plus thank you messages, and it was really wonderful session messages were received in the Q&A section, which from the back end just now I've got the information. So just wanted to congratulate sir. It was really nice having you. So, and gratitude, I would love to extend my gratitude towards Kunal sir for taking out time from your busy schedule and being here with us. And gratitude is the healthiest of all emotions. The more you give, express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you will have even more to express gratitude for. So I, Sandeep Bansali from the team GIBS, would like to extend my gratitude to Kunal sir as well as to all the participants who have been there throughout the webinar, the IRE talk series, and it's really nice to see an overwhelming response always with GIBS. And I'm sure that this session has helped a lot of students to understand more on the digital marketing. And I would like to thank all our beloved associates, the students and education fraternity for making it today's session a resounding one. And GIBS always believes in seeing is believing. I bet that you will love the state-of-art facility, infrastructure, and you would love meeting the innovative minds of GIBS. I'm sure Kunal sir have met a lot of our students, and he's a regular, frequent visitor to GIBS, and we are privileged to have you amongst our faculty fraternity, sir. So one small announcement to all the participants. You can watch all the previous videos on the YouTube, and the certificate of this webinar will be issued or will be sent to your registered email ID on 27th. That's by tomorrow. And important announcement is that the next webinar is being scheduled the next webinar is inviting everyone for the next webinar. That's on surgical strike on limiting beliefs which prevents progress, and the keynote speaker is Mr. Ajit Kaikeni, the Director of Beyond's Growth and Corporate Training. So I request you can connect all online digitally with the GIBS on social media platform, and Kunal sir is very, very active on the social media, so you can be in touch with Kunal sir as well over the social media networks. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kunal sir, for being with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And thank you all participants once again.
Thank you, sir.